Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
41, Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier. The tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3 and out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home, having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Jonathan Taylor.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's good.
7 yards there and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air, Allen. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
First carry down for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a London first down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Allen going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this...
And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
Buccaneers, nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that? For a chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
3-yard line.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Black Knights.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Darrell would call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The drive starts with a completion left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Traquan Smith, a touchdown reception. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Bulldogs seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and inches.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
He'll buy some time right. Going deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 27, Stafford. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
A 10th carry for Kamara. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Stafford going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there at 22.
25-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To try again after the sack. Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down. And
the Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money rats for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Number 28.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Harrison Smith.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen, and it's caught. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
42. Buccaneers 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll take over 1st down and 10.
London about set to take over on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The defense gets in the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Stafford's pass.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards. 1st down, Knights.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take